Hi Scorpio, welcome to May. This is Teresa from Tarot by T. And before I start your reading, I want to call in some good energy and create some sacred space around this reading. And I want to say thank you for liking and subscribing to my channel. Thank you for taking time out to comment. And for those who've ordered readings, thank you for choosing me. I've enjoyed working with all of you. And if you're new to the channel, welcome. I hope you're enjoying these readings. So, Scorpio, we have a new moon in Taurus in May on May 4th. And we have a full moon in your sign, Scorpio, on May 18th. And that's going to be in your relationship sector. So, let's see what the cards say. Oops, what's this? Knight of Cups. Promising. And a romantic proposal. Alright, so let's see. What does Scorpio need to know about love and relationships for the month of May? What does Scorpio need to know about love and relationships for the month of May 2019? What does Scorpio need to know about love and relationships and anything else that may be important for the month of May 2019? The Fool. The Ten of Cups. The Two of Wands. The Seven of Cups. The Eight of Wands. The Four of Swords. The Justice card. The King of Wands. Interesting. The Knight of Pentacles. And the Page of Pentacles. Okay, so let us see. So you start the month off. These are great cards. The Fool and the Ten of Cups. The Fool is starting a new cycle, a brand new beginning. So you could be, it could be a brand new relationship that's bringing you love and happiness, joy. The Ten of Cups is like the best love card. It's like the ultimate. It's more than just physical. It's a relationship that you really feel at home with this person. It's you know, love, security. It's more than, it's like love that, it's the love that money can't buy. It's not just, you know, like you're attracted to some guy or some person and you find them, you know, sexy and whatever. Ten of Cups is pure love. It's beyond physical. You know, it's like even if you grow old, you're going to still love each other, that kind of thing. So you have the potential for extreme happiness in love. And the Fool, it could be a brand new relationship, somebody totally new. Or sometimes the Fool can mean turning the page and starting over with someone as if you're just meeting. You know, it's like, you know, you could just say, okay, let's just pretend we're just meeting and let's just, you know, forget about the past, forget about whatever we did wrong in the past. Let's just start over. It's like wiping the slate clean, starting over, starting a whole new cycle with someone, as if it were brand new. Most of the time, though, the Fool can mean a brand new person, brand new cycle coming in. And that's what makes it a little bit scary, because it's with it's putting you in a situation that you've never experienced before. So this relationship is not going to be like anything that you've had in the past. It's going to be amazing with the Ten of Cups. You know, maybe you've had relationships in the past and they didn't work out, or they didn't reach a level of intimacy that you wanted, or they didn't reach a depth that you were looking for. Maybe you didn't, you know, whatever you felt that was missing, you're going to have in this relationship. The Ten of Cups is, you can't, I mean, you can't get better than that. So the Two of Wands is in the past. So you might be it's possible that you've already met the person and you're wondering this, because this is a card of partnership and contemplating, wondering where it's going to go. This is a person standing there waiting. I've put energy into this thing. I don't know what's going to come back. Is this going to work? Am I going to get a response? Is anything going to happen? So things may not have happened in the past, but they may start picking up in May. The Seven of Cups, this is something that you have experienced this Seven of Cups energy, but it's fading, it's passing. And this is a card of being stuck in the choices. So you may have had several options open to you and you weren't sure which one to choose. Or you could have been dating someone who had several options open to them, because this is a card of, not knowing exactly what direction you want to go in terms of a relationship. Do I want to date this person? Do I want to date that person? Do I want to take this relationship to the next level? You're kind of like looking at all the options and you're not taking action. You're just dreaming of the possibilities. But that's leaving. That influence is leaving. And now you have the Eight of Wands. The Eight of Wands is a card of action, speed, things happening quickly, travel. It's the journey. It's journey by air. It's the arrows of love. So in a relationship, you could be meeting someone and the sparks will fly. You're falling in love. Things are happening. You're realizing, wow, I really care about this person. I really like this person. And the feeling is mutual. This could be different. If in the past, you might have been involved where you liked the person, but you weren't sure if they liked you, or there was always some kind of issue. It wasn't, you could never get on the same page. The Eight of Wands, it might even scare you because things are going to start moving quickly. And you might be thinking, am I ready for this? I don't know. You have the Four of Swords here, so you might be healing from a past experience. You're taking time out to rest. And it's possible that you're even separated from this person in some way. Maybe you've had some type of, I don't know, there's a reason why you're not together. Maybe maybe you had an argument, or you need some time away from each other to think. Or you could just be healing from something that happened in the past, like you're resting, you're recovering. You've been through something that was difficult and you're healing. But that's changing. You're not going to be resting for long. This is a card of, Four of Swords is like, okay, I've taken some time out, I'm resting, I'm recharging, but you're going to things are starting to pick up in May. So if you've been kind of not really very active, things seem to be not moving in April, May is going to be a change. May, things are going to start to happen. And here you have the Justice card. So maybe you feel like in the past you might have felt like you weren't treated fairly, that you didn't get what you deserved, or you were treated, or whatever you got was not exactly what, enough. This is a card of, you're going to see justice done. You're going to get, this is a card of a decision being made in your favor. It's in your negative thinking sector. So part of you is like doubting that this could happen. You're thinking, so if you're thinking about if someone has to choose between you and somebody else, let's say, or if you're putting yourself, you initiate something and you're waiting to see what the results are going to be. It's also a card of karma. So this could be a karmic connection. You could be connecting with someone where there's a strong, it's almost like destiny. That you had to go through certain experiences so that when you get to this point, this is like your karmic reward for everything that you've been through in the past that didn't work out, that you felt, you weren't treated right or fairly. Things are changing in your favor. Now there's this King of Wands in your environment. And you also have the Page, the Knight of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles. So you could be dealing with a fire sign. You could be dealing with an earth sign. But even if you're not dealing with the signs, there could be one. The King of Wands energy is someone who is very flamboyant, he's got a strong presence. He's a leader. He likes to be center of attention. He likes helping others. He's like, he likes rescuing people. If you're having a problem, he's your man to help you. You know, like you're on the side of the road, you've got a flat tire, the King of Wands will be there to help you change it. He likes being able to help people. He could be a little bit bossy, you know, because he knows what's best. He feels like, you know, listen to me, just follow my advice, you won't go wrong. You may feel he's a little bit bossy, but he's coming from a good-hearted place. The King of Wands is a very generous person. He's got a big heart. But he has a personality that's larger than life. When he comes into a room, he makes a presence. He's a state. You know he's there. He's not a shrieking violet. So you could be dealing with a strong personality, someone who has, who's very, could be stubborn too. You know, you're both fixed signs. I feel like there's a lot of fixed energy. Like you're strong, because Scorpio is very strong. And so is this King of Wands. So you could butt heads on occasion. But the Knight of Pentacles is this is something that may develop. It could last for a long time. Like the Knight of Pentacles is someone who is very down to earth. Someone who wants to build something stable and solid. And even though feelings may pop up, you know, you may have developed sudden feelings for this person. The relationship is going to be a slowly progressing, like it'll be stable and it'll be developing over time. Because this energy of the Knight of Pentacles, this person doesn't rush into things. This person likes to take things slow. So it's like, but you're going to build something solid. So don't be frustrated if the relationship, you know, in the past you might have been involved with people like where it's like hot and heavy right away and you're like, things are moving really quickly, you know, you're jumping into bed, you're getting, you know, making a commitment. I don't think it's going to be that way. I think it's going to be a little bit a slower pace, but it's going to be something that's going to last longer in the long run. And with the Page of Pentacles here, this is a card of being open to, you know, you're going to be learning new things through this relationship. You're learning like a new way of being in a relationship. Because with this Fool, it has the potential to bring you everything that you wanted in love. 10 of Cups. I mean, there's love there. Love is going to be, you know, there's going to be love there. But it's going to progress. It's going to be different. In that it's going to be one of those loves that you start out slow. It's like a slow burn. The Eight of Wands means things happening quickly in a sense that you're going to hear news or messages. You might meet someone and, you know, your feelings you might be developing feelings for each other. But the relationship is going to take a slow path to culmination. I just feel that, you know, it could be like a surprising message. You know, a message comes out of the blue or when you least expect it. But the relationship itself is going to be solid and stable, and like it's almost like you're going to be developing a friendship and a special connection. And then when you finally do commit, it's going to be based on true love, not just physical attraction. You know, a lot of times if you meet someone and it's physical. It's like it starts out fast and it ends just as quickly. Like it's like it's like a big flame that flames up and then it dies down. Because it's just, there's no substance. It's just physical. It's just, two people having, a chemistry. This is different. This is going to be more like a friendship that has caught fire. Something that's going to last longer. It's something that maybe you've been waiting a long time for. And you're, like I'm saying, you're going to be learning things through this relationship. Learning how to take things slow. Learning how to build slowly. How to grow together slowly, an intimate connection. So let's see what the astrology has to say. And this relationship may also have a healing effect on you. Because this is a card of healing. You've been through a lot and it's like, okay, I need someone that I'm tired of being hurt. This is going to have a healing effect on you. So don't rush anything. Just let it, enjoy it. Savor the moment. So for you, the new moon is in the 7th house. That's your house of partnership. But it's not, like the 5th house is the house of romance. The 7th house is the house of committed relationship. So this relationship could lead to a commitment. But it's going to be slow. It's not going to be an overnight. It's not like you meet the guy and 3 months later you're getting married, or you're engaged or moving in together. That might have been what you did in the past. This time it's going to be done slowly, but it's going to be building. You're going to be building something that's solid. I don't know, I keep repeating that, but that's the feeling I want to get across. And this new moon is it's sextile Neptune in your 5th house. So it could bring a soulmate, a very highly romanticized, almost like a dream come true kind of relationship. And Neptune is trying the North Node in the 9th house. So it's possible you're either going to be traveling with this guy or meet this guy. He could be from a different culture. He could be someone you meet while you're traveling. It's going to bring greater intimacy into your life and abundance. Jupiter's in your 2nd house, so Mars in the 8th house. The only thing about Mars in the 8th house, it sometimes can mean surgery. So maybe that's also what this 4 of Swords, you could have, it could mean minor surgery. Like in the middle of all this love and whatever, you might have to have some minor surgery. But nothing to worry about. But you are definitely moving into a more abundant period. Because Jupiter's in your 2nd house. You're going to be feeling more optimistic about yourself. What you value, how you value yourself. It's bringing abundance to you. It's bringing love to you. Just don't, with Jupiter in the 2nd, you might feel like spending money. Don't go overboard. Watch your finances. Because Mars in the 8th house could bring some surprising expenses. If it doesn't represent surgery, it sometimes can mean that, some bills come in that you weren't expecting and you're going to need that money. So don't spend money frivolously because you're in love, The full moon, again, it's culminating. So the full moons bring things to light and they bring things to completion. So whatever you initiate with the new moon, if you start a relationship with the new moon, it comes to completion with the full moon. Like you might realize that you do have feelings for this person. They may confess feelings. You might find out where you stand because the moon is in your 1st house. The sun and Mercury is in the 7th house. And Venus and Uranus are in the 7th house by this full moon. So surprise, surprise. It may bring a relationship from out of the blue that you least expected it, with a person you didn't even think of. It's like you might be thinking about one person and then you may suddenly meet this other person that you suddenly have these feelings for, and there's like a big shift. So you could have, there could even be more than one person, but eventually you're going to wind up with someone that you can have a really solid relationship with. Maybe you're thinking of the King of Wands and you're meeting the Page of Pentacles or the Knight of Pentacles. Whoever you're going to be with is going to be someone who's down to earth, solid, steady. It could be a brand new person. So you could be thinking about someone at the beginning of the month, but you could wind up with somebody totally different by the end of the month. Because with Venus and Uranus, anything could happen. So it could be that you hear from someone you never thought would call you, and they're approaching you. Or you run into someone brand new that you've never, like, where did this guy come from? You know, where did this girl come from? And they're in your 7th house. So Venus brings love. Uranus brings surprise. And the person could be very unique in some way. It could be someone who's into technology, science, someone who's unconventional. It could be an unconventional relationship, like an age difference. It could be something that represents rebellion in some way, unusual. Something that there's a lot of freedom connected with the relationship. Like you have to, like a free spirit. You could be connecting with someone who's like a free spirit. Someone who doesn't want, you could have like a non-traditional union connection where you're not, you decide not to get married, but you love each other and you're just going to be together, There's a good possibility that you meet this person and this person is from a different culture or different belief system, or you meet them while you're traveling. But whatever it is, because Uranus is involved, you can't predict what's going to happen. So just know that there's going to be some exciting developments in relationship in May. And it could lead to a really solid, it could lead to you meeting someone that you could really have a strong, loving connection with. And that could lead to something solid. And it's going to be a healing experience for you. So whatever you've been through in the past, whatever hurts, whatever disappointments, whatever sorrows, this relationship is going to make up for all of it. This is like the karmic justice. It's like, okay, the universe is saying, you've been through the mill, here, we're going to give you a blessing. So just be open. Be open to the new. Don't have preconceived ideas about who you're going to be with. Be open to whatever, just expect the unexpected. And you'll do fine in May. I mean, love is coming. But it may not arrive in the way that you have planned it. And it may not arrive exactly the way you think it's going to happen. So don't try to control the outcome. Just go with the flow. See what flies in. When you're dealing with Uranus, it's better not to try and control the outcome. Just, it's better to respond than to initiate. So just wait and see who contacts you, because someone's going to be contacting you. Someone's going to initiate toward you. And you're going to be shocked. It's like, where did this come from? But it's going to be good. And it's going to bring more stability and more love into your life. So I hope you enjoyed this reading, Scorpio. If you'd like a private reading to go into greater detail with your own personal issues, just click on the link in the description box and we can get you on the schedule. In the meantime, look forward to May. It's going to be nice. I'll talk to you again in June. Okay, bye.